I'm prepared. I just feel a little insecure right now.
Don't be insecure. You just look like the same Miles to me. I don't see no difference.
I still look like me?
Just like you, bro.
Yeah.
V-Lone and all.
I don't see hair.
I had to.
I don't see hair. I don't see hair. I just see my friend.
I had to do the V-Lone because I was like, something has to distract from from what's on my head.
Don't do that, bro. The cut's good. You gotta own it.
I mean, you know, I'm gonna work on it. I gotta get used to. I don't think I'm used to it. You know, this is very fresh. Doing this right before we filmed for 3 straight days was kind of crazy.
Very, but you'll get used to it.
That was the impulsive part. I could have waited till next week.
Yeah, but you wanted to rip this Band-Aid off, you know? Let everyone see it. Let everyone know this is new era, new Miles, 2025. This is the energy we're coming with. Corporate, executive.
Not corporate, though. That's not the vibe.
You could even call him a soldier.
You're crazy for that, bro.
You're looking much more professional.
I look mad safe, bro. Don't try me.
Just salute. Can you salute in the cam too right now?
Fuck you. This is the camera I'm supposed to look at.
You look a lot cleaner.
Yeah. What'd you say?
A lot cleaner.
I mean,
a lot more well groomed.
Are these microaggressions?
You know, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. You're racist. You're the problem. Nah,
Miles thinks black people can't tan.
I didn't say that at all.
I mean, you kind of said that.
And then he said that I was gonna look as black as my North Face jacket after Miami, which I thought was extremely racist. But maybe that's just me.
Nah, black people can't tan. I just don't like. I think that I've never been someone to intentionally tan. I just go outside, but I'm not laying in the sun to tan.
Are you afraid of your melanin?
Like I'll lay out in the sun, but laying out in the sun with the intention of tanning,
it's fire.
Do you guys know a lot of black people that tan?
I know zero. I know zero, to be honest with you. I know zero, to be honest with you.
I'm asking honest
that
questions
was an honest question.
From a place of curiosity.
That was an honest question. Do you, nigga?
That question was so funny, bro.
Well, because I feel like a lot of white people tend to become less white, more ambiguous. You know what I mean?
More ambiguous.
I don't know if their goal is to become more ambiguous, but I think it is to become less white.
You know? And so, like, is that also the goal for black people to tend to become less white?
Become more ambiguous?
You know what I mean? Honest question.
Hey, guys. I just like lying out in the sun.
There we go.
Is that not tanning?
I think phrasing it as tanning.
That's not tanning to me.
It is tanning, but that's not your purpose for being there. You just lying.
Is y'all's problem with the word that tan means like the color tan?
I think it's the verbiage. I think just saying you're tanning is crazy. I think lay out in the sun is much more okay. I see what you want to do.
But tell me,
I want to do that in Miami.
Take this picture of Miami you have. Or take this picture of Osei in Miami that you have. Him by the pool, laundry's in the fucking... It's in the dryer.
Laundry's in the dryer.
You know what I mean? He's about to go for a nice tan. Mm-hmm. Tell me, do you not see him lathering on the tanning oil?
It's nasty.
Because I do. I definitely see him.
First of all, I never want to see that image. Ever, to be honest with you.
It's vivid. I see it vividly, bro. There's no way he's going without the tanning oil.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Stereo Vision Podcast.
What's good? Episode 121.
Back at y'all after a long hiatus, man.
It's been a minute.
I miss y'all. How you doing, man? How you doing? How we doing?
I'm doing well. Yeah. Miles, you kind of look like a new boy.
Guys, this is me now.
You're a jerk. I know. Right? You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. I know.
I think the only way to do this is with the people that really support us, you know. So the pod is getting the first official look at what I look like now.
Yeah.
New vibes, new energy. I felt like it was time to cut the locks. I don't know. I loved them though.
You've talked about it for so long. What was why now?
I mean, 2025, bro. I think a lot of big things are on the horizon. And I think that I need to get rid of a lot of old habits and really, really embrace change and growing up and doing some like more, just like be more serious about my shit. And like, I obviously don't want to look, I hate the corporate or like more clean thing, but it was more so like, you know, your hair holds a lot of energy. Yeah. I do believe that, like no bullshit, you know what I mean? I really do think that like, I had that hair for like, I had grown my hair out all throughout college and then I get the locks and like, it's like, I don't know, I feel like I need a new energy. Mm-hmm. And I can't lie, I feel lighter and I think that I am going to get used to it, but it's just a very drastic change on like day one. Mm-hmm. This isn't even this is like hour 2 of the cut.
For sure.
Yeah. I got to live with this a little bit, but
you just got to find your own little swag with this look.
You know what I'm saying? Not too much on me though. Because I put that shit on and y'all know that. So now I got to like, but I feel like hats were a big accessory. I'm not going to lie. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
I have a whole denim Tears hat I can't wear.
Damn, a denim Tears hat.
That hurts my soul, bro.
A denim Tears hat. I remember when you and Jeff both bought those.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't wear my hats really like that no more.
It's okay. We're gonna Miles and I are going to Silver Safari tomorrow. I'm gonna hold his hand while he gets his shit re-pierced. He can get the studs in.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting my ears re-pierced again. Yo, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna buy fitteds tomorrow that actually fit my head now.
I told you the little lines, bro, the little racer lines.
If I ever come in here with a part, y'all could roast me.
It's a crazy date y'all going on.
I'm not doing that. Well, shit, honestly, I don't know no piercing shops. But yeah, that's me. Traveled, did some shit. Work's been working, you know. That's where life has been at.
Yeah,
honestly.
but nobody wants to hear about work. They want to hear about the Stereo Vision Mile.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, let's go.
I think that was the event of the week. It's something that
fun.
if you're a frequent listener, obviously you heard the inception of it. If you've been with us for a while, a year ago, I think it really did start with Osei saying he was more athletic than us and us getting very offended.
Very offended.
Specifically Miles, just very offended, you know, like you couldn't beat me at anything. Like, let's go. And I was like, well, they're talking about running, and a year ago I ran every day. So
you know
I'm
what
like,
I'm saying? A year ago, I was really in my bag, bro.
Yeah.
Doing an easy 2 miles a day. But niggas have fallen off a little bit. But I respect the lead up to this. I think that y'all really, really put on for the people. I want to say that like I was disrespectful, honestly, because I knew y'all was about your shit. I'm not gonna lie. Once I seen you in the gym consistently, I was like, okay, Osei's really about it. I know you're a psychopath, so I know that you're gonna do your thing and you already run. But the shit talking online, everything was, if you follow us on Instagram, if you don't already, because niggas was really engaged for the whole shit. But I think it really, really got the people amped up. There was some people there that were really, really out there to support us. Shout out everyone that came. Shout out everyone that participated. Mon, Tyrell was on the cameras.
Theo was shooting. Sean did a great job.
Commentators, bro. We had a whole little squad out there. It was
Caden
fun.
brought a lot of shit from people.
Facts.
Good noisemakers.
We killed that shit. Yeah, bingo line. Everybody that was there, bro. It's a gang, bro.
But basically, if you weren't on stream or you haven't gone on YouTube and seen how the race went, basically, there was a lot of drama. We didn't know if Miles was going to show. He was super wishy-washy. Booked a trip to New York on the day of the race.
You know what I'm saying? Like, booked a trip to New York on the day of the race is crazy.
Is that not what you did?
Niggas was working.
You booked a trip to New York.
I was working.
Who cares? You
They
flew
said,
to
Miles,
New York.
go to New York.
You flew
so
to New
I
York.
went to New York.
You flew to New York the day of the race. You did not
I
tell
did
your
not fly
boss.
to New York the day
you
of
did
the
not
race.
tell your boss you had a very
flew the
important.
day of the race?
You know, but you were in New York on the day of the race.
I was in New York on the
And
day
I
of
know
the
you
race.
didn't even make a little effort to tell your boss you had a very important commitment. You know, you didn't even try.
Yeah, it's
But
my job.
anyway, Miles tried to duck the smoke. We moved the race to a Tuesday.
didn't try to duck
The
the
people
smoke,
still showed out. Osei and I were there early. We're like, is this guy going to show? Is this guy going to show? In the final hour, he rolls up.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Led us in a great prayer.
Calm. I brought the vibes. I brought the energy, and I feel like that's what can't be discounted.
You
know?
did bring good vibes.
And that's what I'm saying. I was really supporting my brothers. It was y'all's moment, and I wanted you to have that.
It could have
I
been
took
your
a
moment
back
too.
seat. I don't need to do that. Let y'all shine. Y'all the stars, bro.
Could I just say one thing? Because obviously the most important thing is the end result, but we'll get to that in a second.
100%.
Miles, like Spencer said earlier, you were very adamant about the fact that, first you were offended by my comments about being more athletic than you.
Yeah.
And you said that I couldn't beat you in anything. And I feel like your default was to hop on a flight and run away. And then when you actually had to face your commitment, you didn't even engage. You jogged.
No.
And so I just want to say here on this platform that Miles, I see your game, I understand it, but I don't respect it. And I think I'm losing respect for you as a competitor. To be honest.
think
in
that-
anything across the board.
You know, you can't just compete
I think
when the odds are stacked in your favor.
No.
You know what I mean? You can't just compete when it's
Not at
something
all.
that you love and that you're passionate about. You know what I mean? You need to compete whenever competition arises, and whenever you're challenged, you need to rise to that challenge.
100%.
Why didn't you then?
I think that I wasn't prepared. And I think I acknowledged that very early on. And I'm like, what do I gain from this at this point?
But when you were acknowledging your lack of preparation is when I was starting my real training.
Yeah.
You didn't need months.
Spencer, your starting point is much different than my starting point.
Yeah, I know that.
So
I know that.
that's
I'm
also
just saying
another thing.
you could have come out here and
And that's-
threw a little
and
650 on the board, 645.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Why not?
I don't need to do that. Because then imagine
pretty
the
fast,
image.
I'm not gonna lie.
Then imagine the image of me, sweaty, exhausted, tired, running across the finish line as everyone else has already been done for at that point 40 seconds is just like calm, like chilling. I look crazy.
It would have been a little more satisfying.
That's an unnecessary. I know.
It would have been really fun.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's my entire the game that I play. I'm not giving niggas the satisfaction because I know niggas want to see that. You not finna see me like that.
The satisfaction of beating you?
I control my narrative. Facts. That's 100% it because I'm a real winner.
You're not a real winner. You're not a real winner.
Yeah, you're definitely not a real winner.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I do like how people had different approaches to race because let's get to the real point.
Yeah.
Shout out to Spencer for winning the Sterovich mile.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Under 6 minute mile.
Thank you very much.
Under 6 minute mile is wild.
It was impressive because obviously I wanted to do this and it started from some shit talking. You know what I mean? But it was impressive to see. I don't know. I guess I never really see you run. Like I know that you were a runner, but it was impressive to see you doing it, and it was really impressive during the race when I felt like there was a moment where we were running alongside each other, and then you slowly started to speed up, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just follow him. And then around like I think probably the third lap, probably around the 600 meter mark, 600 meters to go, you gut checked me super heavy, and you just went for it. And I was looking at my watch, and I was like, bro, I'm already about to hit a fucking PR. There's no way that this dude is about to keep this consistent pace that he's hitting right now. I'm about to just catch him in the fourth lap because he's gonna slow down.
But he's a dog.
This guy did not fucking slow down.
But he's a dog.
And he really gut checked me and dusted me, especially in the fourth lap. So I just want to say shout out to Spencer, bro.
Thank you.
Because like that is the type of competition that I thrive off of and that I respect. And of course I did lose.
Yeah, because it wasn't really. And what was crazy was it wasn't really even close. It was like a significant margin of victory, and I think that's what was really really impressive.
It was. Thank you for saying that, and thank you for everyone that supported me. I really felt like this was my race to lose. I've ran consistently for about 4 or 5 years at this point.
Tell your story.
So I really felt like them thinking they could fuck with me in the mile was crazy.
No one thought, okay, now and that's
but let me finish.
You knew I was vouching for you off jump.
Let me finish. The most impressive thing is Osei did fuck with me in the mile. Osei really made me run my fastest mile to beat him because for those first 2.5 laps, we were right there. Even lap 3, I knew I had you by 10, 20 feet maybe, but I wasn't losing you. And so that's when I was like, all right, I need to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I do know the moment of a little bit of separation. And then once I got you by like 40 feet, we just hung out there. I thought you might gain a little on me at the end. I think you might have because I was running out of gas. But I'm super impressed that you went out there and ran a 6:07 mile.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's really fast.
That was ridiculous. All jokes aside, I really thought you were gonna kick at the end because both of y'all, like, I know you said you were running out of gas, but from a third party view, it looked like y'all niggas had a little bit, like, if you really had to, like, I think if you were behind, like, you could have, like, y'all niggas were both very, very impressive. It was clear that you had trained for it. Like, it wasn't, because those are impressive times, and neither of you looked like you, like, were dead, after, which is crazy. That was wild. I could never, even if I trained hard, like, I don't think I'm getting under 6:15. Like, 6:09 is crazy, bro. And that, like you said, that was probably, like, closer to, like, 6:05.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely hurting in terms of, like, a kick. I don't know. I feel like that's what next year is for. You feel me? Like, I think that, like, I probably ran a little bit scared, and I think I could do better next year. That's all that it's about. And I think Spencer deserves his flowers for winning. I think both things can be completely true.
Oh, yeah.
Because even if I did kick, he was probably going to kick anyway. You feel me? Like, that's the way that Spencer was running. He was running a very competitive and fiery race. So I have to respect it regardless.
I think
no excuses.
And I can't lie. I think you understand Spencer as a competitor. Because I've done, like, when I play basketball with Spencer, you could tell that, like, Spencer's a crazy person. He's the type of dude that'll run. I know you were, like, the coach's favorite for sure. Because he was ready to run through a wall. This nigga was ready to run through a wall if a coach said go. And I respect that, though, because those are the type of niggas that you want on your team.
Thank you.
100%. And I think that you attack a lot of other things like that, too. Both of you. Because the way that you prepped was crazy. That was what it was. Because I think even like when you started, like if we would have ran like before you did all your training, you probably, you know what I mean? Like you hadn't run in a long time, like you had said. So the fact that you did that and like even like what? How long were you like really in the gym?
In the gym and on the track, it's probably like a month and a half for real.
No, bro. You've been consistent in the gym. I'm just saying like getting in
Or
shape.
you think
like fitness and everything.
I don't know. When did we even start? To be honest.
I feel like you locked in like what, like 4 months ago?
4 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
that's the first time I seen the track on the story. I feel like
the gym definitely started around September.
Yeah.
I don't know about the actual track. I feel like it probably started like a month later. But like, yeah, for sure.
That was good. Now it's a lifestyle. You know, I seen Spencer already running again. You gotta let niggas know, you know, this isn't new. I'm consistent.
not new at all, and that's why I was a little bit. That's why I just felt, you know, I needed to win because this is not something I just picked up, you know. And I mean, shit, it's really impressive what you did in such a short amount of time. Miles, can we get commitment on Mike that you'll try next year?
Maybe.
Why wouldn't you not? More like a fun run, less like a competition.
Yeah. Nah, but honestly, next year, cause see, either way, it's just crazy. Cause if I finish mad long after y'all, I look wild.
No, I think what would be funny is if we include people that are content creators in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like obviously not all content creators want to run, but like think about like Mwell doing the mile
Exactly.
run, you feel me? Like that would make it. I think it's funny with just us, but I think like for like it would be much funnier if there was like mad people involved. You feel me?
I'm down to open once we have the formula down a little bit. I'm down to open it up
Like
for
y'all
other
niggas
creators.
I don't think y'all understand. Like y'all niggas are fast, bro.
And we were pretty fast.
Like that's really fast. Like I feel like if I'm running like a 6:30 mile, I feel good. Like 6:30, I feel like I'm moving.
That's fast too.
I never thought I would have to run faster than that. Running faster than that is crazy. I knew you were about it, but the fact that you're about it too, it's like, yeah, I don't know if we're running in the same lane though.
It's kind of funny because they tried to say we ran a like 3 laps.
Yeah.
But I like literally watched it again this morning. I was like, bro, you can clearly see we ran 4.
But you know what I think it was? Y'all did the first one so fast. Was am I tripping or was like your pace not crazy?
We ran the first one. It was about 124.
Yeah. Y'all was moving on that one. I think niggas ain't even like register.
6 minute miles, 130 per lap. So yeah.
But hey, you know, we could wear the ones on the court though, king of the court vibes.
I think we need to do all that. I think we need to take the camera and compete in everything.
I think that's where where I got my bag. You know what I mean? I'll maybe I'm gonna get in the gym though. I will say that I am gonna get back in the gym really consistent. That is a goal, 100%. Because I think I was feeling just better in life when I was in better shape. So I think that's gonna be a goal. Just starting like now, you know, going forward.
May God give you strength.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm a run like that.
It's all right.
What else happened? What else has been going on?
I mean, yesterday we had TDE Christmas.
Yeah, that's fire.
You know, TDE throws an annual toy drive in Nickerson's Gardens in Watts, California, with all their acts. You know, SZA, Kendrick Lamar, Isaiah Rashad, Schoolboy Q. Everyone was there. Doechii popped, or not Doechii. Doechii was obviously there, but Glorilla popped out. It looked like a really great event. Yeah. Kendrick was wearing a funny little suit jacket. Everyone was calling him a cutie patootie online. He had all the kids on stage with him. I mean, yeah, it looked like a great event.
No, it was hilarious. I love how Punch woke up and said, "Who ready to go to the hood today?" You know what I mean? It's funny that it is in the middle of Watts, and I think a lot of people who just see that maybe don't register that.
Yeah.
But it's dope that they keep it in their neighborhood and make it so that their community is the first that they're serving for this, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's just so much easier access than doing it in a different place where maybe you could charge more for tickets or make a profit off it. It's really dope that they make this all about the community.
Is it a free event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's a toy drive too on top of that, which really matters. And you hope is that like at least the people who come from like further away know that when they see the flyer and will bring something for the kids.
Yeah.
That's always like a benefit of it too.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And it's really in the projects too, which is fire. Like not just like in Watts, but like really in the like. I mean, he puts on for his place. It's
I wish they would have let Kendrick got his set cut short.
I saw that,
but it looked like a great time. Honestly, I wish I could have popped out.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, you're talking about making it accessible for all. Mm-hmm. They sell tickets too. Don't worry about that. We got the GNX tour announcement with SZA.
That should fly.
Second date added in Toronto. Third date added in LA. How are you guys feeling about this tour?
I mean, it's two of the biggest in the world. It's dope that there's still those TDE ties with Kendrick and them. I mean, SZA's the only artist that I think he could have really paired up with and done an arena tour at this point.
Yeah, arena tour is nuts.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they put butts in seats.
Yeah.
And 10 times out of 10, like niggas is gonna go see SZA.
Yeah.
Even if you're not into the rap shit.
Wait, this is not even an arena tour. This is a stadium tour.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Like, let's get it right. Let's get it right.
I don't think there's any. I mean, Travis Scott, I think, is the only other rapper that could do stadiums. Mm-hmm. To be honest,
does he do it by himself?
He was at SoFi, yeah.
But he would need who was his opener?
Tizo.
Wow, that's impressive. He did stadiums all over the country?
I mean, he only did one LA show instead of two, but yeah, he was on a stadium tour.
Everything was, wow. I mean, he did MetLife and shit, yeah.
He's the only other person in hip hop that I think can do stadiums right now.
Niggas need to put respect on his name.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, because I don't think Kendrick's doing that dolo. I mean, he didn't with Mr. Morale.
No, I don't think he would, which is why it's smart that he's putting SZA on it too.
Could SZA do stadiums alone?
No.
I think they need each other.
They did need each other.
I think they needed each other.
It was a perfect combination. This Lana album, I'm not going to jump ahead. We'll live here. We'll
I mean, the tour looks incredible. I can't remember a time we had two artists this high of stature on the same bill. Like,
and they're both going to be insanely hot because now we're going to have new music from both of them.
Like literally, what was the last time we got something like this? Like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Watch the Throne.
What happened first?
No. You're right. But
what was that? Made in America?
No, it was the Carter's tour.
Oh, the Carter's tour. Yeah,
right. But fuck with me. I don't think that was the same because while it's Jay-Z and Beyonce, no, because they did the slaps, right? They didn't just do the album.
I don't remember a lot from that tour, but I'm sure they did the slaps too.
Yeah, I think they did. And it was opener closer thing. Yeah, so that's probably the last one.
Because this is massive. I really need to find my way to this show. What do you guys?
Definitely gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna go.
What do you think about them adding another show in Toronto?
There's ways you can. I don't think you could think about it like that super deep. I think it is funny. I think it is funny a little bit, but like at the end of the day, like nobody could stop that.
Wait, what do you mean? Think about it deep.
Like I don't think like you gotta like think like the Drake angle of things, because at the end of the day, like he has fans in Toronto and he's gonna do a show, and that's probably a big market for him and SZA, and it's gonna bring a lot of revenue to the city.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I assumed that because they added a second show because the first show was projected to sell out and they needed more.
Yeah.
So I think, you can just take it for what it is. It is one of two locations where demand so far exceeded expectations. They needed to add additional dates and an additional night in a stadium that Drake has never played in his own city. Just an observation.
I didn't think about that part of it.
It's just dope. It's just dope.
It's super dope.
We can play into it.
I think the show's like right around Father's Day for some reason.
You're hilarious.
Mid-June. Just observations.
So Drake has done arena tours. He's never done a stadium tour.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got you. That is pretty interesting because I feel no. Just hear me out. I do feel like Drake, like especially remember when he was doing that one tour he did like 6 nights in New York.
It's all a blur.
Why not do stadiums over like doing 6 arena nights?
He might have been able to. It might have been some shit with like I'm sure there's a big fee. I'm sure there's like costs.
Stage design and all that.
Yeah.
Like a lot would probably go into that. But yeah, he probably could have he does numbers, and that tour did numbers. Mm-hmm. So like we're not gonna act like he doesn't do that, and he's not like that. But
well, we're not gonna act like he does it either. He hasn't.
Yeah. But so I'm saying that like when we're talking about ticket sales, he's like in a tier with them and like kind of his own.
I mean, he was until Kendrick sold out a stadium.
But like
no. But like
was
overall,
Taylor Swift doing stadiums?
Yeah.
Right? Was Beyonce?
I assume so. I'm not sure.
The It's All a Blur tour is like one of the highest grossing tours in history.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, I'm
so
not
if we're talking about ticket sales, like
yeah, I'm gonna put respect on his name. But and I think that this is just a moment to big up Kendrick and SZA. And that's what I'm really excited for.
You don't want to talk about Drake anymore?
I don't. Because I think that there's so much more that's gonna go into this. Like, what is Kendrick gonna do with the GNX album? Is he gonna like make that the whole crux of the set? Because he's just coming off a tour, like not super recent, but I mean, I feel like I saw the show just last year.
Yeah, Mr. Morale.
You know,
that was also one of the bigger tours ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 2023 because that album was 2022.
Yeah.
So last year. I mean, that's where they filmed the Amazon show too, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and that's like a really, if you ever want to go like, just go online and watch an incredible performance, an incredible rap show. You can go watch Mr. Morale on Amazon.
So what is he gonna do with his set list? That's gonna be fire. And I mean, SZA's great. I just love. She's one of my favorite artists at this point. I think that she's gonna body that again because the SOS tour was excellent. Mm-hmm. She had the whole stage design with like the pirate ship and everything and the ocean like vibe. So I wonder what she's gonna do completely differently. I feel like it might be a forest or some shit.
I could see that.
You know, because that's her vibe, peeing in the forest. You think she's gonna pee on the stage?
I think she's definitely gonna pee on the stage. That was crazy promo.
That was fire promo.
No, that was a fire Twitter thread. That's what that was.
Okay, we're gonna get into it. SZA officially announced the new deluxe to SOS, but it feels like it's gonna be kind of like a new project. Lana, we've been talking about this for months. She's been teasing it for months. I don't know what's gonna be on it. Please put PSA on it. That's all I ask. I need that. But how are we feeling about it? And her peeing in the forest as promo, because that was hilarious and the most SZA thing ever.
I just loved everyone like, yo, my life would be so much better if I was that ground.
Oh my God. Niggas is terrible, bro.
For sure. It was a great Twitter thread. I mean, everything she drops is immaculate. Yeah. It's incredible. It's of the highest quality. So obviously I'm super excited. The snippets that have been in the trailers have sounded angelic. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Like,
I think she's gonna be on her like, I feel like I might get her on like her singer-songwriter vibe a little more. Mm-hmm. You know, it might be a little more guitar based. That's not my favorite version of SZA. While I like those songs, again, like one of my favorite artists ever, but I like fully produced out, really big track SZA. Give me the SOS, the Seek and Destroy, that type of vibe. But she might do like the whole fucking like what was the one on SOS, like Ghost in the Machine or Nobody Gets Me. Mm-hmm. I feel like we might get a little more of that vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it in an interview. I can't remember which interview it was, but wasn't she talking about how like her first album, Control, obviously she was super young and going through a lot of emotions. SOS, she was still like going through therapy and like was all over the place. And I think she said something along the lines of, I now have tools, I feel comfortable, I'm ready to like not make pain music, just make like massive songs.
Okay, I didn't see that. I need that.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
Oof.
I hope I'm not just fabricating half that quote, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Yo, if that's the energy,
yeah,
this is gonna be some of her best work.
And I don't know if that was in reference to Lana. I feel like maybe it was more in reference to the third album. Just to guess.
Fuck it.
But
Fuck
either
it.
way,
I need SZA on timing.
She's just getting better and better.
She's a GOAT, bro. Unquestionably one of the best artists we have out. Has anything else dropped? I feel like something's dropped.
I mean,
Smino?
One more question. One more question about SZA. Are they bringing Doechii on tour? It seems like such an obvious pick, but I know Doechii commented and said, "Still haven't met Kendrick. Love SZA. You know, haven't been asked, and I won't expect anything. But you know, obviously, I'd love to be there."
I mean, they definitely met after the show.
Which show? Oh, TDE Christmas? Yeah. Mm-hmm. This was a couple weeks ago when she said all that. But it just seems like an obvious opener.
It'd be legendary.
I mean, I'm sure she'll come out on at least one show.
But make her the opener.
Who else would even make sense in that slot?
Because you have to think the audience they're trying to draw. It couldn't be Baby Keem because I don't think he caters to the women that you need there for SZA. And I think that you want to have someone who's going to bring out the women and also still be some shit that like dudes are going to want to pop out for as well, you know? So I think Doechie's the perfect blend of like everybody.
And I don't see them doing someone that's not TDE, PG, and Lang. Like it does. I
Fendi.
don't see a world where that happens. And I mean, like you could bring Rayvon. But like, why? Like, just bring Doechii. Everybody wants you to bring Doechii.
What did you just say? Shout out Rayvon, but what?
Like, who else even
of
makes
all
sense?
the people this nigga could have named, why was Rayvon the first?
I mean, I feel like Isaiah Rashad is too big for that slot.
No,
Too big.
He's not at all.
Not.
You don't think so?
None of them.
Doechii would make the most sense.
Schoolboy Q's not too big for that slot.
Yeah, but they're not doing that though.
They're not. No, because I don't.
They're like too.
Because you also have to think who has a big enough production. Like
Yeah.
Doechii will like do something that'll like take over the whole stage, you know, like with her setup and everything.
It needs to be Doechii.
It's gonna be theatrical. It's gonna be amazing. I hope it's Doechii. We're not gonna get ahead of it. We don't want to put that pressure on her because you know that'd be unfortunate if everyone hyped it up and like shit didn't happen because you don't know the politics and other things that go into this.
What? Like, yeah, you're right. But
I don't know.
I don't see what could get in the way.
I pray. That would be amazing. But yeah, can we get to new Smino?
Yeah.
Because I want to hear your thoughts. Did you listen? I don't know how you feel about Smino.
I actually didn't listen, but
Yeah.
I didn't hear good reviews either. So.
Yeah. Maybe in Nirvana, Smino's new album dropped. And I think for context, this has been done for, I think, 2 years. Like this was finished.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was done before Love for Rent.
Really?
Yeah. He's had it for a while, but I think there was something like he like didn't want to drop it yet. Like he didn't feel like it was the right time, but he did Love for Rent after that, just while he was making new music.
Okay.
And he finally put this project out. It's short, I think like, is it even 12 songs?
It's right around there.
And there's some really good stuff on here, but I do think that like it wasn't as good as a Love for Rent.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It seems like the weakest project in his discography right now, you know? But I'm also like a massive Smino fan that thinks those
Type
first
shit.
3 albums are all like 8s or higher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
love Smino.
Yeah.
I don't know. This didn't feel, it didn't feel like all, I don't know. Like something felt missing a little bit from it.
I agree. Everything he's done has always had a certain like magic and creativity and like different element. And maybe it's just the curse of like we're getting used to his sound. We're getting more Smino music. We've had 3 albums and a really great mixtape.
But
you know?
that's what I'm saying. And that's why I don't really put much stock into this. Because the more recent music that he made was Love for Rent.
Yeah.
And we fuck with that direction.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think this was just a project that he wanted to put out.
Yeah.
I think he probably thought that this was a good 12 songs and he wanted to put it out and it's just good music for people to have. And I think that there is, like that Glo-Fi song with Raven Lene is great to me. I really, really like that song. I still listen to that one. And I think maybe, you know, I'll live with it and I'll grab some more off it. It's not something that I'm like not going to play if I'm like just looking for something to put on, you know?
Yeah, I'll keep trying it because he's definitely earned that.
Exactly.
And he's going on tour. He's taking Tamarison on tour, which is cool.
Cool.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's a great look for her too.
Yeah, it's the exact look because everyone I think always called her like woman Smino.
Womino.
Womino. Nice Womino. Yeah, she's had a big year and I didn't even realize it. She landed a song on the Spotify editorial, like best songs of the year.
I mean, I think that this year in music has really just been great because I think quality has really been rewarded. I think really, really good music in whatever lane you're in. I think really high quality pop music won a lot this year. You know, stuff that felt like it was very high effort. Like a lot of very, very talented people came together and put together a special body of work from a technical standpoint, and it performed well in like the general public. It's been a good year for that. People like Samara have been having great moments. I think real rap has had great moments, like with the Like That and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm honestly happy with this year in music, bro. I guess we'll get into that later. I guess we could get into we got to talk about Luigi, bro.
Oh, the GOAT? Luigi the GOAT?
We can't call him the GOAT, bro.
Why?
He's, first of all,
I don't know if I get it.
First of all, I'm so confused.
I don't know
Having
if I
the
get
name Luigi be all over my timeline is just crazy.
If you don't know who Luigi is, he's the guy that killed the what's the healthcare company called?
United Healthcare?
United Healthcare CEO. Yeah.
Man's just kind of ran up on him. Did the dirty. Like that was kind of wild that this just happened in broad daylight, right? Or was it at night?
It was at night, I think.
It was at night, okay.
But it was like on the street, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's I feel weird about it. I was talking to you about it a little bit the other day. And like I do want to like preface things with this because there is funny shit and like just layers to it. But a nigga lost his life, and I feel like niggas like that's like a footnote in all of this. And I don't know I don't know who bro is. I know nothing about like the issues that like this dude was trying to allegedly like be a vigilante for. But like I just think it's so crazy, and like people always talk about how desensitized we are as a society. I feel like that's like just hasn't even been addressed at all in the public.
Yeah, because I think that's a pretty universal notion that healthcare is evil.
Yeah, but that's
like especially in America, the healthcare system.
But that's a human.
I know,
I'm
and that's
not
a person
saying that
whose decisions made it financially impossible
yes.
for a lot of people to get necessary medication.
And yes.
You think about how many thousands of people probably have died because of the doings of these healthcare conglomerates.
Yes. And I don't want to lose the point that I think that a lot of stuff like this has been happening. You look at the Donald Trump assassination. I think that when there's problems in a country, historically, the people begin to rise up and take power into their own hands and do all the shit. But I think that where we're at right now, and I think that this stuff might even be, I don't want to call it necessary because again, someone lost their life. But I think that these type of things are what lead to more organized movements or even upstart type things like this, you know. But right now it's just kind of vigilante shit. And it's not like to say that like the messaging or whatever isn't something that we can like benefit from, but I'm just like, damn, we do have to at least acknowledge that a nigga just died. But yeah,
we can acknowledge
it to it. You know, I just feel like that's like, I feel like that hasn't even just been like spoken about at all. That's crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I get it, to be honest. But I think maybe the criticism I have of the situation is something like similar to what I usually criticize resistance for. I'm like, okay, I understand the reason for the action. So I understand the action, but I don't understand the like result and the purpose of like, I don't understand what the follow through is. You know what I mean? Because I think realistically, when we talk about like systems in this country that oppress people or systems in this country that bring people down or keep people in the bottom class or kill people, it's the system. It's not really one person. So if you're making a statement, if you're an artist making a statement like that, I just don't really know what the follow through is. I haven't seen any sort of organized movement rise up to, you know, really speak out. Well, I've seen people speak out against the healthcare system. I guess I've gotten kind of educated.
I've seen a little bit of conversation.
But I haven't seen any organized movement. I haven't seen any follow through.
I just see memes about this nigga.
And I don't know. I never really understand what the purpose is of things like this. And I do feel, I don't know. I don't like that somebody lost their life and we just kind of laugh at it, to be honest. But maybe it's bigger than what I can understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not.
I usually side on the opinion of resistance. I just don't understand the actions of people that claim to be part of resistance movements.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all fair. You know what I mean? But I think the flip side of the coin is like, what power do we have to like upturn systems like healthcare in America? You know what I mean? Like when you really get to work, like, are there actual things that we can do? And there might be, but something tells me it's definitely a near impossible fight.
And so this nigga just shot him. Just to act out.
Oh, and I also don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, let's be real, bro. My dad came to this country because things like that didn't happen. You feel me? Like when he was leaving Ghana, like there was a whole coup d'etat, like they were overthrowing the government. And like, I think things like that traditionally are what we look down on other countries for, where you can just like kill like political leaders or like people of big organizations or like big figureheads on the street. You know what I mean? So that to me makes me uncomfortable too. I'm like, all right, so we can just do this now. Like that's part of the narrative of this country. People don't really bat an eye. I don't know. To me, it's kind of spooky.
I think that's exactly my sentiment. 100%. Like, not to say again that this nigga is a good person at all, or like that this message is. I think that niggas just haven't taken the messaging and like the gravity of the situation maybe as seriously as they could, because we got some scary shit going on, bro. And I'm not even a political type nigga at all. Like, that's not my bag, but people have to really like start to look at ourselves and be like, wow, we might have to take action. We really might have to look at like, yo, how can we address these systems in a once again, organized fashion to where shit like this doesn't happen, because it is, I feel like it's a slippery slope. You don't want to like, and like, obviously I think we would be maybe okay, but what about our kids? What type of world are they going to be living in fucking 50 years?
Yeah, but I think what threatens that child's like livelihood more, like a little bit of anarchy and chaos, or perpetuating systems that are currently in place.
Facts. I just hope that, I think that I'd feel more comfortable. And again, I don't ever want to feel comfortable with something like this happening, but I think I might be like less a little bit spooked if I felt like the action from this was, let's talk about this more and figure out what we're going to change. Yeah. If this sparks a more active conversation, which I don't think has been the takeaway that I've seen on the internet, at least, but maybe I'm also on the non-political jokey joke haha side.
Yeah, I mean, I think it also is like a result of the election, and it's like what as a country we elected, not only in the president's office, but across all the legislative bills that were elected in the election. Like,
you don't think this would have happened regardless?
No, like what message did we send? You know what I mean?
That's interesting. I don't know. That's a very interesting take, because I think that this feels like something that would have happened regardless of who was in office.
I don't think you can do what we did in November as a country without expecting some repercussions.
That's very interesting.
You know what I mean?
I'm not mad at this take.
You know what I mean?
I'm not mad at this take at all.
I definitely agree with that.
And this was maybe, it doesn't seem as directly correlated. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But if we don't expect some violence from some of these groups that were like distinctly attacked in the election and lost, like,
that's not crazy. That's not crazy at all.
I don't know. I think that was the scary day, because I think I saw violence coming.
I think that was 100% on this type timing. I think that's definitely in the same world of like, yo, something's got to change for sure. But you know, we're not the political niggas. We could move. We could pivot, but you know,
I just like action items.
we don't gotta talk about Luigi no more. But I will say on the situation, I think you would have got caught the same way this nigga got caught.
What do you mean?
At McDonald's?
No. Like, how how they got the picture of his face?
Oh yeah,
because he was talking. He was trying to get his little shit off at the Starbucks before this nigga was about to go on his mission.
Seen a little
nigga took the mask off. What are you doing?
He had to talk to the fine shit.
You know what he was gonna say? I couldn't say it. I knew fine shit was gonna be said. I couldn't say it.
He had to talk to the fine shit.
Fine shit got him distracted.
Hey, to me, somebody that smart. Like, I feel like they did it on purpose, but I don't know. I don't want to digress too much in this topic.
You think he said, yo, if niggas is going to catch me anyways, I might as well, let them know.
I'm saying
I'm like that.
I'm saying that if he didn't want to get caught, he'd be somewhere in Cambodia right now.
Well, the prior actions, I'm focusing right now on before any of this, taking the mask off to talk to.
And that's what I'm saying. Woman. The dude was an Ivy League student.
So you think he knew the camera was there?
I'm saying
like, y'all gonna see this.
This dude was smart enough to figure out how to get to this whole process, how to get the gun, how to get to New York, how to do all this different type stuff. Like, you think he's just...
Those are like the easiest things to do that do not require...
Get a gun and get to New York.
Those are like baseline level shit.
I promise you, again, didn't do much research on this, but the silencer gun that he got is probably not very easy to get for a 26-year-old. Like, actually, I don't know. This country, it's pretty easy to get guns, so maybe not. I'm sure that shit was military grade though. It looked pretty intense.
I haven't seen it. I don't know. I just be chatting.
So you don't know anything.
I don't know anything at all. I don't know. I am once again uneducated on this.
He just likes his name with Luigi.
I think the Luigi. I saw Luigi because you know me. I don't really be scrolling like that. So I scroll past the shit. If I see something stupid, like I saw the nigga named Luigi, I'm like, I'm not reading anything about a nigga named Luigi. So I was days late on this. Okay, like I promise you, because I really don't be like niggas aren't posting this on IG really like that. I don't be watching people's shit. So I was like late, and then I was just like, oh, Luigi's a murderer. Luigi's going to jail. I like really had to like do all my research. I went down a rabbit hole for like 2 hours. Like, oh, he wilding, bro.
2 hours, and this is the information you have?
Because it was all memes. It was all jokes. It was jokes. It was all jokes. Niggas wasn't taking it serious.
I seen someone say like, damn, like those villains in Gotham are starting to make a little more sense. Maybe they weren't that bad after all. And I was like, huh.
Well, no.
What?
Are you an anarchist?
A tad.
They were killing like mad people.
Just a smidgen.
Just a smidge of anarchy.
No, the villains in Gotham are not.
Maybe not all of
I feel
them.
like they were just killing.
Yeah, they had. There was no messaging behind that. That was like everything is descended into badness, and we're just like the worst of them.
I don't know if that's true.
You ain't even watch it, bro.
Yeah, not really.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're uneducated.
About superheroes.
That's fair. That's fair.
We can both have our respective bags.
Mine can't be superhero knowledge and yours is politics. That's nasty. Besides Luigi, we could talk about the lawsuit. Drake.
Oh, I thought you didn't want to talk about Drake.
I mean, we could. I feel like that's a necessary thing to law. We'll give it a couple minutes.
It's a huge deal, I feel like, for music.
Music, exactly. We can have a bigger conversation about this. So Drake, obviously, I feel like we were all joking about this, and we've heard about cease and desists and things like that getting thrown around. But he put out a lawsuit against UMPG.
Mm-hmm. I think just Universal, right?
Universal as a whole company, because of what they were doing with the botting and pushing Not Like Us and all the da-da-da. And I think that it's scary for music because while Drake is mad, this could be revealing some true shit that we probably knew. We all knew this type of shit was going on, but now putting it out in the forefront is something we have to really discuss and how it's affecting other artists' career that aren't getting these benefits.
Yeah. I mean, I think like in most situations, I would be pro this lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like let's go to war with bots and like playing unfair. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I support that. Mm-hmm. Zooming in and looking at this situation specifically, it's funny because of Drake's timing.
Exactly.
And we all know he, like, assuming Universal Music uses bots to, prop up some of their biggest artists and get #1 records. We can only assume Drake has also been the recipient of many of these campaigns.
Exactly.
And so it kind of seems like, okay, when it's working for me, it's great, but when it works against me, like, fuck you, I'm gonna sue.
I think this was his last one. This was his Hail Mary. I think this was a very calculated. I think this was honestly very, very thought up. I mean, clearly, because you can't just do something like this in a day.
Yeah.
But I think he really, really sat down and thought, like, this whole situation is affecting my career, my public perception, and now, not for nothing, the way that people are talking about my music now and addressing me, that's going to start to affect my pockets. And while I may be up, shit, we know niggas always want more.
Yeah.
So I think that when he did this, he was like, okay, if I want to spin this anyway in a lose-lose situation, I might as well do something that might let me come out the hero in terms of like exposing some bullshit in the industry. Mm-hmm. Like maybe that's how I could spin a positive-ish narrative out of this. And then like maybe say like, like your win is fake. Like a little bit just to be a little bit more self-preserving. But, he got it off. I don't like it. I think it's still kind of corny in like the rap zeitgeist world if you're looking at it like that. But
sad, bro.
I don't know.
Just sad. He started something he couldn't finish, kind of like Miles, but
that's why low-key, man, I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie at all. Because my toxic like this, like I'd probably do something like that. Is that nasty?
A little bit.
But I'm saving artists.
I mean, it's
but I'm helping people. It's bigger than me. This is dead something I would do. Hold on.
This is a play.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Don't let me get money, bro. If I get money, I'm finna be on this type timing, bro.
I don't know.
Work.
I don't know. Do you think, say this goes through and he wins the lawsuit?
Yeah.
Which it looks a little unlikely based on reports I've heard. But if he wins, like, how does that change music?
I think that it just lets people know that you're playing an unfair game, and maybe it encourages people to support more fair means of supporting their artists, and propping up people's career. And maybe it changes the narrative, because I think right now in the modern era, the music conversation, especially on the internet, is so focused on things like sales and streams and numbers. So maybe it begins to devalue that, at least in the public eye.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that because then people just assume they're all fake.
Because back in like 80s, 90s, people didn't know about sales.
Yeah.
They just knew what they liked. And they supported artists, and they didn't look down on artists when maybe their last album didn't do as good as the one before. Or their new album didn't do as good as their last album.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm interested in seeing what the fallout looks like between Drake and Universal, because I think we saw it with the 100 gigs.
But I don't think
now
he
that
cares.
makes so much more sense.
I don't think he cares.
Doesn't 100 gigs make so much more sense though in the wake of this?
But we knew that.
Specifically Red Button.
But that's
in what context? Wait.
Ooh, that's not 100 gigs. Isn't Red Button?
Yeah.
That's Red Button is the second For All the Dogs thing.
Oh, was it?
It's the deluxe.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
isn't the Red Button.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But I just think 100 gigs makes a lot more sense because
Yeah.
it seems like there was clearly animosity between Lucian and Drake prior to this. You know what I mean? And that's why he tried to say, I'm going to become self-sustaining. I'm going to drop on my own thing. It's not going on streaming.
Well, what is Gamma?
And then,
What is Gamma associated with?
I don't know. But then obviously UMG said, no, the fuck, you're not doing that. We're putting these on
Is
streaming
Gamma
services.
with Universal?
I don't think so.
I don't
Because
think
isn't
so.
Gamma Larry Jackson?
Larry Jackson.
Yeah, I thought that was independent.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
So,
Which is-
but once again, we knew all this. I think this was all a conversation even when the 100 gigs things popped out. That's why it is just kind of funny. And like, you can't look at it just from a Drake perspective, or you can't look at it from a Drake Kendrick perspective, because what we had already determined about Drake in this beef is all true. Nothing changed. So fuck that side of the conversation. Yes, it's funny. Yes, now it's on paper.
Yeah.
Whatever. Bigger picture though, with music and like you said, Drake Universal, that falling out is now happening in front of our eyes. Before it was all speculative and it was just hearsay. Now it's real and out in the open and it's gonna have to come to a head.
Yeah.
And I wonder what that's gonna be.
Because that's one of the biggest artists in the world, you know? And those, I mean, that we haven't really had a situation where someone like that has been independent, right? Or like, this feels like uncharted territory a little bit.
Like ish.
Who of his size has ever gone independent?
But you could take that risk.
But I'm just saying, then for the first time, market share.
And I don't think it's independent because Gamma.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Not Universal, Sony, or Warner.
Yeah,
What about Kanye?
But I don't think he did numbers independent.
But that's what I'm saying. But he did go independent.
But
He
after
did
Life
that.
of Pablo, I think his first independent was Donda, right?
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, so he did it. Yeah, he did it. And
you know what
Donda
I
did.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's not guaranteed Drake is gonna do numbers after this shit, you know?
It's just really interesting to think about. I don't know. It seems like things are starting to topple a little bit. And I think they're going to continue.
Topple, or I think this is for the better. I don't know. But it could be for the better. I don't think we have to look at it as a negative.
I'm not. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for things to topple a little bit.
Yes. I see what you're saying.
I think Drake has just played this wrong for the course of almost a year now.
Yeah.
Everything, bro. I don't really get it. Like from first person shooter, when like clearly he requested that Kendrick be on the song and then Kendrick said no and they put it out anyway, to like responding to like that, to talking about Kendrick's wife.
But we knew all
Like
this.
I don't really, and then obviously the For All the Dogs Deluxe, where he was like making like, actually, yeah, making threats to other artists. Like, I don't really get why he's doing this. I don't get the headspace that he's in to be doing all this. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe he's just too big and too powerful and like felt like he was untouchable. I
agree.
don't really know.
I agree. I think that's definitely part of it, and I think that's what happens. And I think that's fine to do because I don't think it's gonna affect him all the way negatively. Like, I think he'll still be Drake, and I don't think any of that's gonna change. So that's fine. I'm interested to see just that. That's why the Drake Kendrick shit is whatever. Like, you know, he lost, but the Universal shit is a different animal because now what? Like, is Universal gonna lose?
I don't think so.
You
No,
know.
definitely
So
not.
what does that? How does that affect Drake?
I think it's a little bit scary because when we've seen the biggest artists in the world go against the powers that be, it doesn't normally end well for them. Don't give me that. Don't give me that,
I
Osei.
knew we were gonna hit the conspiracy, but
It's not.
I mean,
no, he's
I'm
not
just-
conspiracy. He's not conspiracy yet.
And especially we continue to push this Michael Jackson comparison on Drake. I think that's been kind of like this, like one of the ethos of this beef. Kendrick has said it multiple times. Drake does numbers like a Michael Jackson. We saw what happened to Mike. And so I'm saying that
yeah. Now you're conspiracy.
it's a little bit conspiracy, but I mean, Drake seems to be spiraling. And if it gets worse, I don't know. I don't think that it would be a crazy reach to think that it might not just be by his own doing.
I mean, you pray that none of that happens. You know what I mean?
He's speaking out against the biggest music company in the world.
Pray to God that doesn't happen, because again, you talking about someone's life.
I know,
but you don't want to even say that, because you don't want to put that out there, because that's, I feel you. And I think that the better way to say it is just he should be careful, and like that can mean a multitude of things.
It's a little dark, but sometimes it needs to get dark.
I mean, but I think there's other ways that it can get dark.
Sometimes you got to get a little tan, you know what I mean?
Stop, bro. Stop. That's too tan. That's way too tan.
Stay on the sun a little too
long. We're off it. We're off it.
Get the Michael Jackson treatment.
You're insane, bro. You're a psychopath.
Get the Kanye treatment. Can we talk about Kanye for a second?
What's he doing?
Nothing. But I don't know. I was thinking about him today.
Okay.
I
was just thinking about Kanye today, and I was just thinking about some of the things that he was saying, and how it's always like, some of Kanye stuff is truly crazy, but some of it, in hindsight, you're like, huh.
Oh yeah, he's always a year or two ahead of the curve. Always.
Yeah.
He hasn't failed yet.
But we all knew this.
I'm like, this one was really crazy. And I'm not actually going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. Because I don't want to. What else on that topic?
We're on the same page, brother.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Kim Kardashian is basically just stealing Yeezy skin tones for Skims?
Me and my sister got in the biggest fight about this when I was home for Thanksgiving. I was like yelling across the kitchen that like,
Skims are whack.
I'm not. My sister is just like telling me that like Kim's a genius, and I'm like, Kim is not a genius.
Wow.
Kim is a nepo baby that had her moment by having like a poppin' sex tape.
Who is she a nepo baby?
Robert Kardashian.
Oh yeah, I guess he was famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like a massive nepo baby that like dropped a sex tape that made her super famous, then started a reality TV show. And I just don't think that like somebody that's super rich turning their fortune from millions to billions makes you a genius.
Nah, because she the blueprint for so much shit. And I'm not I don't give a fuck about Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
But like she literally inspired like so much of what we see now. Like the thing that you just said that she did, going from nepo baby, sex tape, reality TV show, is not a wild thing that people haven't done before, and that people don't try to do even more so now today. But the fact that she got it off and turned that into like one of the biggest brands ever, and like something that is literally like controlling culture.
What's the brand? Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Her herself.
Oh, just her. Okay.
Yeah, the Kim Kardashian brand.
Yeah.
Is one of the biggest things in the world.
No, Kim Kardashian's really smart.
Yeah, I think she is.
She's the world's first influencer.
Literally, I think she's like the OG. Like she's the blueprint for every influencer.
I think the only problem that I really have with her is that her and her family continue to steal culture and make it their own.
100%.
And pretend like they invented it. That's 100%. What I'm saying, the Yeezy Skims thing.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't buy a Skims. I think that shit is fire. But I do recognize that like it's Kanye's blueprint. I think someone even tweeted out too that it was all Kanye's designers.
I mean, Kanye said he used to dress her like when they were together,
Yeah.
Like, but that's not crazy. Kanye, bro, black people, young black people, rap culture, hip hop culture has always controlled what's cool. And I think that Kim got close to that, got to the source of that, got to literally like the one who embodies all of that and took game. That's what white people have done forever. Like, and she pimped it out and made money. And made that nigga look crazy. Like it's unfortunate, but that's just like duh. Like
yeah. I mean, I feel like I could still be a little upset by it.
I mean, we could be upset by it, but like again, what?
Still buying Skims though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm trying to actually, if you're seeing this, I'd like a pair of your like 2 sweatpants.
And that's what I'm saying. No beef, but I'm not wearing Skims.
No, why? Because they're Yeezy designs?
No,
because it's Kim Kardashian.
I was like, yeah, like, what do I want? I don't want Skims.
Kind of cool.
What?
Shay, I mean, they're not too good for Shay.
You're one of those.
Yeah.
You're one of those.
What do you mean?
Just because, like, I don't know, it's like a women's clothing brand?
No.
Or like originated as one?
Not at all.
Then why aren't you wearing it?
Why do I need to buy Skims anything?
Do you have any clothes that were made by women?
Probably.
Name one piece.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he does.
Do you know any of your pieces that were made by women?
Yeah.
What?
My Aviator Nation sweats.
Nice. Why would I buy Skims?
Probably wearing Savage Fenty right now.
Wait, no, y'all gotta explain that to me. What would prompt you to purchase Skims?
Do you have any Savage Fenty?
If someone gave me Skims, or if someone gave me,
No, I don't have it on.
like, do you buy?
Do you any Fenty?
No,
No,
like I'm not buying Fenty. That's what I'm saying.
because it's a woman.
No, why would I purchase that?
Because they're the best underwear in the world, softest silk boxers ever.
But how much are they?
Not expensive.
How much?
$12 a pair.
Really? I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I thought they
between
were
12
not
and 20.
expensive.
No, they're cheap.
I just get regular. I've just always bought like Hanes, and why would I not buy Hanes?
Because this haircut looks like Hanes.
This is just. That's what I'm saying. But with my old haircut, I had
Get
that-
some Fenty in your life.
Why do niggas need to wear Fenty boxers, bro?
I mean, do you feel confident when your pants fall down a little bit
Fuck with me,
and
fuck
the
with
girls
me.
see Hanes?
They see the plaid shit. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Because I match that with the colors.
The Hanes make you feel confident? It's all
Yeah,
about
I
what
love
makes
that.
you feel
I
confident.
love that, bro. Because I think I would say the same thing about a nigga who buys Supreme boxers.
Do you wear tidy whities?
No, I wear. That's what I'm saying. I wear this.
That haircut gives tidy whities.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What
See,
kind
now
of
you're-
underwear do you wear?
Right now, unfortunately, I think I'm wearing some Hanes.
But like
Oh,
boxer
wow.
briefs, right?
But
Do you
I
wear? Do you guys wear the boxer briefs though?
Yeah.
Like the big Johns?
All I have is Calvin Klein's
Oh
boxer
no.
briefs.
I'm saying it
Oh,
wrong.
I don't wear briefs. I wear boxers.
I wear boxers. Those are like the baggy ones, right?
Yeah.
I do the
Oh,
baggy
I
ones.
have full box. Like, they're like shorts.
Yeah, tight
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
That's what I wear.
But my favorites are my Savage Fenty.
But you wear those like that's a normal thing to wear, right? Boxers, Hanes boxers.
Yeah.
So why you talking shit?
Hanes just isn't very fly.
What you mean? My niggas don't see your underwear,
Ooh, shit. That's where you're going wrong.
bro. What? In
Clearly,
my fit,
clearly not with that haircut.
Why would I fucking? So you be matching it with your fit?
No, but I mean, all my underwear are white. I just have white Calvin Klein.
No, yeah. See, I got the colored plaids, but I like that shit. My bad. Maybe I got bad underwear. Do I need to get Fenty?
Nah, keep being you, bro.
I'm not gonna buy Fenty.
Keep being you. I'll get some
got
Skims.
derailed.
Kim is not a genius.
Kim is a genius.
Kim is smart.
Kim is smart.
Kim is smart.
But we say that like rap niggas that become successful are geniuses, or like label executives are geniuses, and a lot of them are just smart,
Well,
and a lot of them are nepo babies.
see, I think a big differentiator for me is just like where you started. Because like I said earlier, I don't think it's impressive turning millions to billions. I'm not impressed by that.
I think you underestimate how hard. I think that getting money is hard, and yes, there's people who have advantages, and I think it might be more. I think it's more impressive when someone gets it out the mud from nothing. But I also think that anyone getting money to that degree is impressive. That's hard to do. Okay, even if you're not impressed by it, you have to admit it's hard to do.
Probably, yeah. Probably hard to do.
It's not a given.
Definitely not. Definitely hard to do. Yeah, she's smart.
You
bro.
hating a little bit.
I'm hating a little bit. I can hear myself hating a little bit.
As long as you know.
I just don't like what she did to Kanye.
But you want to buy her. But that's what I'm saying. If you really about it, then don't buy her shit.
I want to stop recording and slap some Kanye. I'm in a real Kanye mood today. I haven't slapped that guy in a while.
I'll be listening. Kanye was in my top 5 this year.
Really?
Yeah. I never
Oh,
realized.
can we talk about Spotify Wrapped? Because you didn't post yours, so I'm like, what is on his?
I didn't like it. Bro.
Damn,
Because
he's
it
a
was-
little Spotify Wrap insecure.
I didn't. First of all, fuck a Spotify Wrapped. I got my Apple Music replay.
All right.
All right. Are we actually gonna do it? Do you want to actually are we gonna chat it?
I mean, I don't have my phone, but we can. Yeah.
Do you know yours?
I think I know my top artists. I just want to hear about who you guys' top artists were.
Okay. So I want to preface it like this. I get 10. Like, because Apple's better. It gives you the full 10.
Okay.
I think that my 10 are more reflective of my taste. Like, my 6 to 10 is more reflective than my 1 to 5.
Well, let's go 1 to 5.
All right. I'm jumping in right now. This is your replay.
Okay.
All right. So my top 10 artists were: number 1 was Drake. Number 2 was Future. Number 3 was Tyler Creator. Number 4 was Kanye West. Number 5 was Metro Boomin. Because of the Metro and Future shit I was
That seems pretty standard. What'd you get, Osei?
Number 1 was Future. Number 2 was Metro Boomin. Get that guy out of here. Number 3 was Drake. Number 4 was Rod Wave. And number 5 was Huncho.
That is the most Osei thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
My number 1 was Future. My number 2 is Anderson .Paak. My number 3 was Boldy James. My number 4 was No Worries, and my number 5 was Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, that's Spencer. But listen to my 6 to 10 and tell me this isn't more accurate of my year.
Okay.
My 6 to 10 is Kendrick, Don Toliver, Bryson Tiller, Travis Scott, Ira Star.
Probably.
That feels like what my year was actually. You know,
Damn,
everything
Drake's
accurate.
still at number 1 for you.
I love Drake. You know I love Drake.
I know.
You know why I play Drake all the time. That's what I'm saying. I'm never gonna come on here and say that he's not like one of my favorite artists. But I did post my songs.
Yeah.
My songs is what I was really impressed by. I'll stand on all those. First of all, my number 1 song is some bullshit every year because it's the first thing that plays when I get in my car.
Yeah.
I hate that. My top 5 was Are You Down by Layla, Witchy, Childish Gambino, Forever Yours by Brent Faiyaz, Commas by Ira Star, and Down With Me by Lil Tecca.
That's a good list.
That's a fire list. That's a very good list. I think that's great.
Well, I never looked past the 5. Okay, 6, 21 Savage, 7, Brent Faiyaz, 8, Gunna, 9, Kanye, 10, Omalay, 11, Cash Cobain. Yeah, this makes way more sense.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that shit is where you really get into the nitty gritty of what you was slapping for real or what meant something to you. Because your top artists, I feel like, are also like a lot of comfort songs and songs you go back to. It's not really like the new music that you were slapping this year or the shit that defined your year.
I mean, this was the first year Future was number 1 for me.
Really?
Yeah. And Future was either 1 or 2 for all of us.
Yeah. But Future's always in my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a given. That's a given always.
I feel like my top 5 is like, I told Spencer this earlier, it's like a little toxic. I don't know if I should be listening to that every day, you know? It probably affects my worldview a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Huncho, listening to that much Huncho is that's a choice. That's a choice.
Man, Huncho the GOAT, man. Shout out to Huncho.
Okay, so then I'm gonna do my albums too, because fuck it, I'm here.
No, don't do that. Save them.
No, but it's top 5.
We got album of the year coming up this weekend.
Lame,
I don't want to hear your album.
You're lame. You heard my songs.
Huh?
You heard my songs.
I did hear your songs, but that's okay. I don't know why you volunteered all that info, but it's all good.
Why? Because I want to talk about my Apple Music rap.
I know my number 1 song of the year on Spotify was "From Here" by No Worries, and that was definitely accurate.
Yeah, stupid bitch.
I'll be playing that a lot. Well, do you guys listen to podcasts on Apple?
Nope. I only watch video podcasts.
I logged like 20,000 podcast minutes. Number 1, Joe Budden. 2 was Theo Vaughn. 3, Rick Rubin, Tetragrammaton. 4, Bill Simmons, and 5, The Fantasy Footballers.
I need my YouTube recap.
They do that?
I know that's crazy. I got my YouTube music. I didn't get my full YouTube.
Oh, I
one.
didn't know if YouTube does one. I thought I was talking about YouTube music.
Yeah, I need a YouTube one because I'll be watching the fuck out of some videos.
I love Spotify Wrapped and I love year-end stuff.
Yeah,
and
I like
anyone
seeing-
that like puts it on their story like, oh, we don't want to see your Spotify Wrapped. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Just don't look at stories that day. Like, I really love this shit. I love seeing everyone's. I don't know. Don't just kill the fun.
I like seeing everyone's music taste for sure because there'd be some people that I don't expect to be listening to music and I'm like, oh, you got slaps.
Yeah.
Like that's very. I get impressed by a lot of people. That definitely makes me respect people a lot more.
Or
sure.
lose respect.
I don't think I lose respect from many people because
No?
most of the people that post whack shit, I expect them to post whack shit. And it's like I knew your music taste was trash, but there's some people that really surprise me every year. I'm like, okay, I see you listening to Gunna, White Lady. Speaking of music, Quavo goes country.
Quavo did go country.
I really want to talk about this
with
lot.
Teddy Swims and Luke.
Luke Bryan.
Yeah, is
that do he do that?
maybe that's his name.
I like the song though.
I like the song too.
I don't hate it. I like that Quavo's just trying other shit. I mean, it's clear again that he's getting in his sync radio. He's getting his money up. And I don't hate that. You know, I think he has the talent for it, the voice for it. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. You know, getting a bag and making shit that a lot of people are going to listen to. So I don't hate the play by him.
I think he heard us loud and clear. I think we were bored of
You know?
Quavo music. I think as a collective, everybody was like, do something different. And he's doing it, so you can't be mad at him.
You know, I'll say, you're the big country guy. You ain't heard it?
I heard Quavo's part. I didn't like the song.
No.
I didn't like it.
What?
No.
You hate Georgia, though.
I think that Quavo is grasping at straws at this point. And I just don't feel like anything is working.
It is working
That's how
because
I feel.
the other song got put in Madden.
That's how I feel about me listening to Quavo. If the world wants to listen to his music, they got it.
That's fair. I am not slapping this version of Quavo as much personally.
I haven't listened to the country song besides the one first time, but it was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it good? I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I'm being positive about it.
I want to fly away.
Listen, with my hair right now, I can't hate on anybody.
You look like you might have like Zach Bryan in your top 10. He might be like number 9.
Oh no!
You look like you might have like one country, maybe like a Garth Brooks in your top 25.
Oh no!
Just for those days when you're feeling like taking it back to your roots.
Fire back.
Nah, today I'll allow it. I gotta figure a lot of things out over the next couple weeks.
It's crazy.
I gotta yeah. Are we gonna talk about the Harlow man singing Elvis Presley music?
Why was that viral?
I don't know. I don't know.
They just took it out of context.
And then people got mad at it, and I was like, I don't care.
I mean, I think it was viral because they were like, oh, look, another white artist that used hip hop as like a bridge into the music industry and now is abandoning it.
And I'm like, this is not that deep, guys.
He's just doing a little cover.
But yeah, it was a cover for his grandma at a concert.
You know, like,
something like
niggas
that.
love to be mad on Twitter, bro.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it was a rap performance, and then that was the one part.
Twitter
he put out a
sees-
rap song a week ago.
Literally, Twitter sees anyone like having a happy moment, and they're just like, "How can we tear this to shreds?"
Wait, actually,
Did you see Saquon with his kids pregame?
but I saw that coming. Because I can't even lie, I didn't know, so I was just caught off guard. I was like, "Whoa, okay."
It's just funny, like
Caucasian wife.
No, I think we know there's a lot of white wives to like black athletes.
Yeah,
but it just always shocks me when they're just like not attractive. You know what I mean?
Did he get backlash for what happened?
Having a white
so
wife.
it's a video of Saquon on the field,
Right.
And you know everybody knows. I feel like Saquon's not a very public figure. You don't see him popping out, so people have never really seen his girl ever before. I didn't even know the nigga had kids, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
So you know his kids come out onto the field, and you know he greets them or whatever, and then his wife pulls up, and it's a very no shade, you know. I mean, she's a regular looking white lady, you know, with the blonde hair, just like in a ponytail, whatever. Regular.
So Miles says regular, you say ugly.
It's not a good looking white lady in the video.
Below average.
And niggas was just caught off guard because I feel like people are like, this is Saquon Barkley. Like, what are we doing? Like, I think people probably expect like a supermodel. But you know, that's what's crazy though. Because if niggas would have seen a girl looking crazy with like a BBL or something, they wouldn't have bat an eyelash.
Yeah.
At all, you know, so do your thing, Saquon.
Are you pulling it up, Osei?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
All right, let's see. Wife.
Look at that. That's a happy family.
But look at the video we're looking at, because I only saw her in this video.
Wait, is it the girlfriend or is it a wife?
That's a wife. Wife and kids. She has kids. Mother to his children.
3 weeks ago, who was Saquon Barkley's girlfriend? Meet Anna Condon.
Just go on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll go on Twitter. My fault.
Because she might be beautiful, but the video that I saw, I don't think
She just looked regular.
was maybe her best angle.
You know what? You know what I see here.
A happy
This
family.
is not like. You know what? Let me not speak on someone's wife.
You know,
But I personally wouldn't.
that's a present black father.
But you know what I will say is that sometimes also white women just like don't know how to like really get it done. You feel me? Like they don't really know how to like dress and like make themselves appear like good.
Shout out all the white women who watch our. Shout out all the white women who
So
watch
it's
our
just
show.
like-
No,
so
that's what the
our
clip.
podcast-
So that's the clip.
So this is like I think she's suffering from that symptom of white ladiness. Is just like not putting herself together for the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
But
Shout out Anna.
Yeah.
But let's not speak on anyone's wife.
We're off it. We're not speaking on no. That's what I'm saying. That was a crazy preface to just ignore. You spoke all over that man's wife.
No, that was really funny. But I think I brought this up because we were talking about how Twitter, you know, loves to destroy any happy moments.
Oh, yeah.
I think my first takeaway.
How did we get there?
I had to watch the video a couple times to see what the quote retweet was talking about, because I was like, I see a very happy family, an adorable moment between father and daughter, cute kids, and I was like, oh, okay, the wife is white. She's not like a supermodel. I see what they're talking about now. But we don't need to rob that moment and make this all negative. That is a beautiful family. Saquon is potentially maybe the MVP of the
He's
NFL.
not gonna get it, but he should.
He maybe is the MVP of the NFL, which is crazy for a running back. And the Eagles are playoff bound. So like,
Playoff bound, damn near undefeated. Only 2 losses, 1 loss. Incredible. Stop beefing though, AJ. Let's keep it calm. Let's keep it in the locker room. No more of that extra shit.
And let's keep the bunnies off the field.
Jay-Z.
Okay, I don't.
We waited a long time. This is
I know,
like
and
top of the episode.
We literally
shit.
talked about Hove and didn't bring it up.
H to the OV.
Jay-Z got a lawsuit brought against him, alleging that he and Diddy and an unnamed woman engaged in some inappropriate acts with a underage girl back in 2007, something in the early 2000s, basically. And yeah, it's serious. It's a real thing. And Jay-Z obviously dropped a statement instantaneously, basically saying that he's not gonna like settle or anything like that. He's gonna take this to court and intends to show these people just how powerful he is, or whatever his last little bar was. But
He said that?
yeah, it was did you read the statement?
No.
Yeah, he put out a whole thing immediately, just kind of being like, this is unserious, this is crazy. These people are trying to like chase down money, and I'm not gonna let it happen. And putting this shit out against me is crazy, and you're gonna see what we could really do. But yeah, I don't think this is anything to play with, and I think that as we've seen a lot this year, a lot of very powerful people have done some very bad things, and to put anything past anyone without really, really taking this stuff seriously and acknowledging it and acknowledging the gravity of the situation would be very immature. So you hate to see it, and like obviously like we fuck with Ho's music, but I don't know this nigga personally. So we'll see, and you hope it's not true, because to have anyone go through that is crazy.
Love how Miles is like distancing himself from Hove.
I know.
I don't know him personally, but
I mean, because I fuck with his music, but I can't vouch for this nigga, who this nigga is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think like what you said at the end is kind of how I feel. Just praying it's not true.
Yeah.
Just really, really praying, not only just for what Hove means to me, which I think is a fraction of what he means to hip hop, especially to older hip hop fans. If this is true, I think it's gonna do some serious damage. Honestly,
Yeah. I mean, it would do career-ending damage.
but I mean to the culture, not just to Jay-Z.
I don't think it would do it. Now, again, I think we addressed everything perfectly. So, like, big picture life shit, this is a bad deal. If we're just zooming in on hip hop, it sucks and it's terrible. But I think that Harvey Weinstein was a part of some excellent films, like legendary films.
This is where we're going.
No, but I'm saying like, that didn't destroy the film industry. Niggas just know people are weird.
I don't think
Diddy was a very big fixture in hip hop and in music, and it means something. And when he fell, like, it sucks, but hip hop is still hip hop, and you just kind of like the people take their mask off, and you kind of just see for people for what they truly are. But I don't think it's gonna like destroy hip hop.
it's difficult though. I see what you're saying, but I disagree, because it definitely feels like whenever there's a prominent figure, especially in like black culture and especially in hip hop, feels like there's always like a caveat or like an asterisk by their legacy because of something like this. And I don't know. I think it would do a lot of damage.
Like who?
Well, let's be real. Diddy was like a pretty big executive.
I think it's
You
him
feel
and
me?
Diddy, but him and Diddy was close. So besides him,
Russell Simmons was a huge executive.
This is true.
L.A. Reid was a huge executive.
This is true.
R.
This is
Kelly.
true.
R.
This is
Kelly
true.
was
That's
one of the
R&B.
biggest R&B stars.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
But you could say the same thing about rock stars and people in other genres.
Yeah, but people are overly critical.
I think
of black
music.
people.
I think music.
And it doesn't have the same effect when it's rock stars.
Why?
Because they're white. I'm saying it's wrong. I'm like, Led Zeppelin is historically like some of the worst people.
Yeah, so
like underage girls.
Exactly.
Rape,
So what
sexual
are we doing?
assault.
So what are we doing? So what's the difference?
But they don't get the same treatment as R. Kelly.
Bro, hip hop.
That's a fact.
That's just a fact,
They
yeah.
don't get the same treatment just because of time and like when it is. Like it's more recent with social media, all that shit. But their shit happened so long ago that they're not even really part of the conversation. Like niggas aren't talking about them.
I mean, Rolling Stone or Apple Music still put them in the top 10 albums ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or top 20.
Yeah, but
Like-
they also know that history isn't talked about. Not to say again like that it's right, but that's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
And I think that in a very long time in the future, like it's going to be looked at in a similar way with hip hop. But hip hop is a very new genre still. It's in its it's not in its infancy, but you know, we're compared to other shit, you know? So I think that this shit hits harder and sucks, but it happened to all of them. And when it happened to them, there was just no social media to talk about it. And now we're able to have the discussion and everything's public and all that, which sucks, but you can't change that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens. I say what I said because we've seen it happen before, but I think if you polled hip hop fans for who the greatest rapper of all time, the majority would say Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I think he is, if we have to have one right answer for the best rapper to ever live, I do think it's Jay-Z.
I agree.
Jay-Z was the first rapper to ever run a record label. You know, he pretty much built the path from rap superstar to music mogul, executive, other business ventures.
Yeah.
Basically wrote the blueprint
He's the biggest.
for making money in this shit too.
Yeah.
And I think he's just such a positive role model from like the way that he's talked about his hustle, turning his life around, coming up the way he did, but then like figuring out how to get money in other ways, being a businessman, always talking about ownership, and also like sharing that knowledge. Yeah. I just see him as such a role model in this culture. And so I think to have that be all taken away, I think it'd be a huge hit.
I just think that I've always, and maybe this is again my perspective, but I just you can never put someone on a pedestal. And so I think that there's always bad things associated with everyone. And I think that what really gets people is power and money. And I think Jay-Z has always preached, I want money. I'm a businessman, even more so than the rap shit, I think, honestly. I think that a big thing about who Jay-Z is, aside from him obviously making some great, great albums and music, is how he's kind of been very a front-facing businessman. And that's been the brand for a very long time, and the get money shit and all that. So I think that it's a cautionary tale because it's beautiful to see someone kind of live out that American dream and go from rags to riches. But the same way that a lot of drug dealers, and if you watch drug dealing movies, they come from nothing and they start to go crazy and get everything. And then the power and the greed takes over and leads to their ultimate downfall. So like this is an age-old tale. And yeah, it sucks that it's in our community, but this is what life is. And this is how it goes. And Jay-Z he's a drug dealer. You know, like he's never been to say Jay-Z was ever a good person. You know, I think he's done great things, but I don't know him personally. So I can't put anything like this past him, and I can't expect more from him because why would you expect more than that from anyone you don't know? If a nigga you don't know does some foul, weird shit, it's like, well, how would I have known any better? Why would I expect them to do anything different if I didn't know you and I just met you? I've only heard what people say about you.
Yeah, that's all super fair. I think it will have consequences beyond just his own.
Niggas just need to get off the whole celebrity. I think that all of this shit that happens, and again, it sucks that it's in our community, but like celebrity needs to die. And celebrity or needs to shift, and like the public perception of it, you know? All of these people being propped up and like people being envious of these lifestyles and who they are and aspiring to be like these people. It's like, what are you aspiring to really be?
I think I'm more talking about the game in the music. Like there's so much game in Jay-Z music. I think like a lot of people like talk about lessons they've learned from like that music.
And do those lessons still stand?
I don't know.
Why would they not?
Because the deliverer of the lesson is their moralities in question.
He's a bad person, but that doesn't mean he's a bad businessman. You're talking about game, bro. You can't associate those two things. Just because he's a bad person doesn't mean he's not speaking facts on business in the music industry.
Yeah.
You take it for what it is and you move on. You don't gotta like put like, bro.
But you have to think about things more because then do you take anything that he says about like personal relationships in music that you might have found insightful? Can you take that like for something that's beneficial, or is that thrown out the window?
Bro, Joe said this on the podcast. He goes up to Jay-Z, and if you all know the story about them Pump It Up, Joe Budden's record, Jay-Z obviously stole it, or didn't steal it, but took the beat, did a bigger song, and dissed Joe on the record. And then Joe addresses it to him in person and talks about it, and he's like, so what? Like, Hov been an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so how he's dealt with people has been how you deal with people as a businessman or as a drug dealer. Very blunt, not very personal, but it's how you get results. Mm-hmm. So, like, this nigga's a dickhead and it works. And if you wanted to learn that and acquire that and move like that, then cool. Nothing should change. But you can't act like you know him. Okay. But yeah.
What's your overall point?
I don't think that this matters like in terms of like his legacy and like devaluing what he was saying in the music. Because Spencer's like, you can't really like, his lessons don't stand up and the game that he was spinning in the music doesn't mean as much now. I think it still does.
I think
definitely hurts his legacy. I see what you mean by the music, but I think it all kind of works in tandem.
It does hurt his legacy.
So, but you just said that
it doesn't change the music to me, but it does hurt his legacy as like, because he was a fixture in the community,
right?
And was someone that a bunch of people looked up to, and now people aren't going to look up to him the same way.
I think people like associate those in tandem. I understand your point of saying people shouldn't, but I think naturally, like that's going to happen.
Yeah, maybe.
Look at what's happening with Drake right now.
But then it goes
with like, no actual charges or anything. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's literally affecting his sales.
And he was still my #1 artist. So I guess for me, it's like I'm not gonna go, but like Jay-Z's not in my top 10. So I'm already not slapping it crazy. But like, you know, I like the nigga's music, and up until some charges come out against him and like it's all settled and done, and like he's like locked in, I'm probably gonna like, if I want to slap a song, I don't think it's a bad thing to slap a song. If it's confirmed that he does it, then maybe that changes things.
Miles does listen to R. Kelly a lot, so like
that's a crazy thing to put on me. That's just not a fact.
You definitely do. You only listen to R. Kelly and Tory Lanez.
I don't listen
SoundCloud.
to R. Kelly.
You only listen to him on SoundCloud. You told us this. You won't let it get in your DSP data.
I'm not playing R. Kelly.
And you also don't want to funnel streams and provide money. Just on
That's
SoundCloud.
a crazy thing to say.
You be playing a lot of R. Kelly on SoundCloud.
That's a wild thing to say. That's not true.
40% of the time I get in your car.
This is not true. This is not true.
To be honest, if I was an avid R. Kelly listener, I wouldn't care. I would just say I don't listen to R. Kelly.
I don't listen to R. Kelly.
And it's not because of anything that happened. It's literally just on some like that. I wasn't raised on it, so why would I listen to? But yeah, you do. So
I don't play R. Kelly like that.
You literally do.
I don't.
Hip hop takes a hit if Hov goes down.
Sure.
That's just a fact.
For sure.
Hip hop takes a hit, but hip hop takes a hit kill it.
In the boardrooms too.
Yeah.
In the boardrooms.
Like a major hit.
For sure. And how frequently and how forcefully people push like putting hip hop artists on platforms.
That's a thing. Now that
1000%.
Now that is an angle. He did bleed out some
I think people haven't really liked Kendrick since Control.
But that was some rap shit.
People take rap shit personally.
Nah, I don't think Control.
He literally said only Nas congratulated him for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't think he talks to niggas though. That would be like, no, that's a fair thing with Kendrick for sure. And you would agree with that too. I don't think he's ever had he's never been buddy with anybody. Mm-hmm. When have you seen Kendrick with people outside of TDE?
Shit, I don't know, bro. All I'm saying is I hope that doesn't happen. But it's look, somebody probably is annoyed at him right now.
And Drake.
Somebody.
And that somebody still is very powerful.
Okay, so every week we review a classic album, and this week with all the conversation around SZA doing that crazy tour, dropping her new deluxe album, we wanted to revisit her first certified classic, I think, Control.
Yeah.
Probably the album that made her the superstar that she is today. Some of her best work is on here. Revisiting this is easy because I think this is an album that's always in rotation. Like I never really am not playing this because it's just so easy. It's a mix of quality music and stuff that plays good in every situation. Yeah. She's the female Drake, and I think that this is a great example of it. So honest.
Don't call her the female Drake.
No.
Yo, why are you hard for Drake right now?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm not. I think that why people like Drake is why people like SZA in a very similar way.
No.
Why? Vulnerability, honesty, kind of being wrong and like petty, but like it's okay because they're honest, like self-aware enough to say that shit.
All right.
That's a very common comparison.
You made
also.
that sound good. Who makes that comparison? Why
That's a comparison I've seen.
Drake right in there.
I think that's just a normal thing. Y'all do too
more
much.
like he slid right in Drake.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
Niggas do too much, bro.
Slurp.
Say something about the album, then, nigga. Yeah.
Control by SZA.
Niggas don't have nothing to say.
No, I got some shit to
You
say.
don't even like SZA.
I love SZA and I loved revisiting this album because to be honest, I've been listening to obviously a lot of SOS since it's come out, and we've had a lot of discussions about Control versus SOS. But going back, I think she captured such a cohesive feel and message across this body to me that makes this a way stronger project. And I think that's something that I took away from this listen back. Like SOS is still like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. But to me, Control is without a doubt still the crown jewel in her discography to me after revisiting them both.
It's just such like a bridge in the middle between the mixtape and SOS, you know, because I feel like SOS is really big and just like SZA comes from like that earthy girl, artsy girl kind of background. If you listen to like Z and her earlier work,
Yeah.
and that's very, very prominent in even like the production of this album and just the whole vibe. Obviously, like the cover art, even. And then I feel like just on SOS, it was just like superstar, really big beats, you know, crazy shit.
Yeah.
How you feel about the album, Say?
I mean, similar to like revisiting, you know, Trilogy by The Weeknd. You know, I kind of feel the same way about this, just because I don't know. When this came out, I don't feel like I was really in touch with the emotion she was trying to talk about. You know what I mean? Especially from, I guess, a woman's perspective too. I didn't really get it, and I think now it's interesting to me because songs like Supermodel, Broken Clocks, even like The Weeknd, like I think the concepts and the ideas she's talking about make more sense to me now.
Yeah.
And resonate more with me now. They're actually very like, for somebody, because SZA seems a little bit like, my impression of her is like a little bit messy and like a little bit like doesn't have a life together, but she's able to articulate her feelings in such a mature and colorful way.
Because I wouldn't even go that far. Messy, yeah. But I think that like the thing with her is that she's just very, very honest. And I think that she's exactly what like, she's in her 20s at that point. And she's figuring herself out, figuring out all this fame and stuff that she's juggling, money for the first time, relationships, where does she want to go in terms of like career? Do I even want to do this and be so front facing? Because I think that that's a thing that she struggled with. Like, I think she just experiences a lot of very real and raw human emotions and bears her soul every time on a track. And like, she's like, yo, here are my flaws. Here are the situations where I'm not perfect and I'm not even valuing myself as much as I should, but I was swept off my feet. And her pen is unmatched. And I think that's what this album did. I think that people were always like, oh, SZA's cold before this, but I don't think people put respect on SZA as a writer. This is some of the best R&B writing and progressive R&B writing that we've heard. Like, this is a certified classic in the genre. And I mean, overall to me, but if we're talking R&B specifically, it really, really set the tone for modern R&B and the standard for what we need to be doing.
I was going to say that
talked
too.
about as great.
Yeah, this is the gold standard for progressive R&B and what R&B has turned into in our lifetime.
Yeah,
I think I don't think there's anything, a man or a woman, that has done this better. This style of R&B, you know, 2010 post 2010. I don't have a better R&B album.
Yeah, I think that it's different. And I don't want to take any shine away from it. I mean, we're chatting, so we might as well.
Who are you gonna?
We might as well chat.
Who are you gonna?
I think that the Over It Summer Walker album is approaching this level. I think Control is better.
Cap.
But I think when we talk about R&B albums, I think the difference is I think that SZA does cater more to us. Where I think Summer is very outwardly, unapologetically, this is an album for women and from a woman's perspective completely. Whereas like I think SZA is more, these are people problems and issues and just human being things. You know, so I think that kind of knocks Summer a little bit, but I do think that those two in terms of modern day R&B are kind of like the standard, along with like I'd put a Trap Soul up there. I'd put The Weeknd's trilogy and stuff up there. But yeah, that's just an R&B conversation.
I mean, to me, if we're doing the R&B conversation, maybe that's another good topic, but I put like Daniel Caesar, Freudian up there.
But if you're going to do, no, because then rather than put Freudian there, I put Channel Orange.
Oh, that's not
That's
R&B,
an
though.
R&B album. That's a
not
progressive R&B album. That Spencer, that is a progressive R&B album for sure. I'm so sorry. That is the
yeah. It probably is.
Let's not do that, because then from Channel Orange that bursts Ego, Death, and Freudian.
Y'all are gonna be mad at me. Y'all are gonna be really mad at me. And I'm not even saying I like this album more than the other albums you're talking about.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about progressive R&B albums in the 2010s, you do have to put Trap Soul in there.
I said Trap Soul.
Did you?
Yes, niggas. That was literally, I said this is Summer Walker, this is and Trap Soul. That shit is.
I'm not putting Trap Soul on that same level.
You
but
have to. You have to.
I don't have to.
That was no Spencer.
I can do whatever I want.
Spencer, and we'll give this guys. We're gonna get back to Control. 1 minute. Spencer, that was a moment. That was a moment in culture.
Yeah, I know.
People
I was there.
were dressing like Bryson Tiller.
I seen it. I slapped it. I liked it.
He had like 3 chart-topping songs.
Yeah,
that's a moment.
I
And that
just got Keys for the first time.
That whole album is great.
I was
there's
driving
not
around
bad.
at night.
There's not a bad song on that.
Yeah, Trap Soul's fire.
So but you got to put respect on it as like that's a transformative album.
To me, yeah, it's like tier 2 progressive R&B, which is incredible. Because tier 1 for me, there's 4 albums there. So sorry,
but that's of that quality, bro, because people are making music to try to do that.
Of Channel Orange, of Freudian, of Control.
No. Freudian is not there. You can't put Freudian there.
Yes, it is.
Because you have to count being influential. That's what I'm talking about.
Why do you have
I'm
to count
talking
that?
about albums that influence the modern day landscape of R&B.
Okay, I'm just talking about the best. So we can be different there.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the highest quality.
Trap Soul is up there, bro.
Yeah, it's like literally the second tier, which is such a high tier.
We're gonna talk about Control.
That's like
but
top 5.
Spencer.
Second tier is great.
Spencer. That's disrespectful as fuck. That's just wrong. That's dead wrong. I'm so sorry.
Wrong as fuck.
I'm
You're
so
not the
sorry.
fucking.
I'm so sorry.
You don't make the rules.
But I know you
You're
don't
not
listen
the,
to
you're
that
not the,
shit.
you're not the rule maker of R&B.
You tried to say
Just 'cause
Channel
you're a
Orange wasn't even
self-proclaimed
R&B, bro.
head doesn't mean you get to tell me what's right and wrong about R&B.
You can't talk about it because you said that Channel Orange isn't progressive R&B. That was how we started this
I
whole
thought
shit.
about it. I
You
thought about
new
it.
to this, bro.
I thought about it. No, I'm not new to this.
Listen to Led Zeppelin, gang. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how we got here.
Control by SZA. What's you guys' favorite song off the project?
That's so hard. Because to me, something that makes this so great is like you could pick any song and it's like obviously Control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the main difference between this and SOS to me. SOS, there's so many different flavors and different like styles. Anything on there, you press it in the first 2 seconds. Even if you didn't know the song, you knew it was from Control. Even before I was like super tapped in with all the music, I heard one of these songs I might not know the name of. I'm like, oh, but it's on Control. It's such a distinct sound. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I think I could. No, I feel you. I agree.
And I think my favorite song. That's really hard.
So this guy is just chatting. And you think on it, Broken Clocks for me. That's gonna be number one for me. I think that's the first song. Like when I just got my car too, I sang my heart out to that song. Shout out the homie Neve, because that's crazy. Like 2 dudes sitting in the car singing but Broken Clocks, bro. I swear, like that shit is really like, I don't know. It's an anthem. Writing again, crazy on that. I love that one. That's always one of my favorite. Is that yours too?
I was gonna say Broken Clocks or Supermodel.
Supermodel is one that actually and my next question was going to be what was your favorite after re-listen. That's one that I've gained more appreciation for on re-listen. Not my favorite, but I like that song a lot.
Yeah, it's funny how this whole album is really just about being like a side piece.
That and like it's like your self-worth. It's like, damn, like why am I doing this? You know, it's like looking at myself like but like embracing it. Or not embracing it, but like more so just being honest about it. Like I did these, it feels like someone who got out of that situation recently and is now explaining what they were just doing now that they've gotten more clarity and left that situation.
I think historically, Love Galore was probably my favorite, or Go Gina.
Yeah.
I really love
love Go Gina.
the instrumental of Go Gina. And then I think in the past like 4 or 5 years, I guess that's basically since it's been out. No, in the past 4 years, I think 20 something, that's been one that is just like, it hits really hard and it's super relatable being 20 something, you know?
Yeah.
That's the one that I scream in my car without anyone else.
Now, the one that over the last probably like year that I've fallen in love with and that maybe I sing a little quieter is Normal Girl.
Yeah.
That shit is insane from a production standpoint.
Normal Girl is incredible.
Oh my God. The way that like the production comes in on her, on the chorus of that song is so epic. It sounds great in the car again. You got to play that at loud volumes. I have to play SZA's music at really, really loud volumes.
Yeah.
All of her slaps. That's the bag that I love from her. I really do love the just very big produced out songs. But on this, it makes me fall in love with the more stripped back, calm stuff like a Go Gina or even like wavy interlude with James Fauntleroy. It's crazy. Did we say everything we had to say about SZA?
I got one more thing to say to SZA.
What you got to say to SZA?
Mwah.
That was crazy. On top of appreciating the greatness of Control, we also do a SZA song draft, man. Let's get into that shit because I think I got to win this one. This one means a lot to me.
Yeah, this one is difficult because there's like not a lot of music. There's not a lot of music. There's 2 albums. I mean, there's Z. Are you going to pull something off Z? That'd be cool.
There's not a lot of music. Right?
There's not a ton of music. So it's going to be interesting to see like what everyone does.
I want to see everyone's vibes.
Yeah, I do too. I'm excited.
I guess I could start us off.
Can you give us a nice social media intro?
We're about to do a SZA song draft with the first pick. I'm taking Snooze. Certified classic, early on classic. I think that everyone hears that and you could be 12 years old, you could be 80 years old. You get that is one of the best love songs that we've ever heard. So I'm going with that.
It's a heater.
Yeah. I went safe with the first pick.
No, Snooze is definitely a heater. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
I know, right? This is a big one. This feels like, this one is like you really got to be selective with your shit.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck. See, you gotta commit. I don't know. I pulled the trigger.
For my first pick, I'm picking Supermodel by SZA.
All right. Like great song, but
Intro track to Control, one of the best songs on the project.
that was come on, man. You could have done better.
I didn't even sound convincing.
You didn't sound convincing.
You don't even want that one.
SZA makes me nervous, bro.
SZA makes you nervous right there for sure.
Super nervous, bro.
Go.
Okay, I still do need a second.
I know because I don't go for a while. I don't go for a while.
What is
I don't like that sound.
I think I'm gonna upset you.
No, please don't. I know you're gonna piss me off.
All right. With my first pick of This Is a Song draft, I'm taking Broken Clocks.
All right. Yeah.
And then with my second pick, I'm taking Love Galore.
Okay. Back to back Control. I feel it. I wanted Broken Clocks. You knew that, but I'll accept that. I thought you were gonna do something different.
For my second pick, I'm gonna pick Open Arms featuring Travis Scott.
Let's go.
Honestly, a personal favorite. I'm not even gonna act like this is gonna help me win the draft, but like I did go back and listen to that like 20 times in a row after listening to Control.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Because I do think SOS, like to me, is an album I listen to more. So
yeah.
That's a great song. I love that song too.
Yeah.
Shout out my girlfriend. That's like her favorite song. Okay. Whoo, my double pick now. I'm excited. Okay. I was nervous, Spencer. So now I did get my SOS pick. I got that one off, so now I can be a little more of interest. But you took Broken Clocks, which was fair, Spencer. Which was very fair.
I really should have taken that one, and I don't know why I didn't.
For my back-to-back, I'm going to go The Weeknd, and then I'm gonna go Good Days.
Oh, okay, Good Days.
Yeah, a personal pick. I think The Weeknd, obviously, another slap, another sing-along song, a quintessential Control song.
Yeah.
I think that song really, really describes the essence of SZA and her like kind of chaotic nature. And then Good Days. If you need a song for when you like need a pick-me-up, or just like, you know, you just need healing, that song makes you feel good. That song's like a warm hug.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song. That's that. Oof, I got a good little three.
For my third pick, I'm gonna go with 20 something. Classic. I think everyone can relate, especially those 20 somethings. You know what I mean?
Yo, this
I
dude
took
don't-
yours, you took mine. Is that what you're doing?
Love that song.
He don't even like that song. He ain't
Stuck
believe
in
that.
them 20 something.
Well, friends. All right, you got that. So now I got my last two picks. With my third pick, I'm gonna take SOS, the title track and intro.
Great intro.
Incredible intro. I love
intro.
like rapping SZA. Like when she flows a little bit like
Bars.
that. Yeah.
Bars.
And I love that song. That's definitely my most played song off SOS. That and the outro. Forgive
The
us.
outro is my most played for sure.
Intro and outro vibes. And then my last song, let me figure it out. Give me 1 second. For my final pick of the SZA song draft, I'm going to take Go Gina.
Great one.
Love that song.
For my fourth and final pick, I'm gonna pick Gone Girl.
He's gone girl.
Yeah, not much to say. I love that song.
Yeah, that's how you feel sometimes, right?
Yeah, every day.
Gotta go.
Like,
I gotta get out of here.
yeah,
I'm gone.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really out of here.
Just get up and leave.
Like, no, but yeah, one of my favorite songs off SOS. So
Excellent. For my last pick in this amazing song draft where I think I really body niggas, I'm gonna take Normal Girl off Control. Closer, big sound of SZA song, excellent message. You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
the closer, but
Damn, it's a good wrap up song. My bad, gang. Oh, I should have. You know what I mean? Because Spencer don't even like the deluxe. I should have picked a song with the deluxe of Control, talking like he really likes SZA. But yeah, Normal Girls, excellent SZA song. One of my personal favorites for sure. Yeah, shout out all my Normal Girls out there.
ew.
What? What? You don't want to shout out to Normal Girls?
Maybe it was the cut, but I didn't like that.
It was crazy.
It was the ick.
Damn.
yo, I kind of wanted to pick Smoking on My X Pack or
That would have been a fire one. Like that.
what?
I can't get that off.
You still
I'm
grossed
still,
out?
Still, yeah.
Shout out all my Normal Girls. You ain't like that one?
You giving Osei the ick in real time.
Ugh.
That's crazy. Smoking on My X Pack was on my to get list, as was I Hate You.
Yeah, I Hate You is a good one. That would have been a good pick. I feel you on that
Yeah.
one. I mean, Shirt is obviously great. That's a huge one. Kill Bill we couldn't do. Seek and Destroy is one for me. I really, really love that song. Obviously, Forgiveless. I know that wouldn't have been the one that everyone would go for in the song draft.
Yeah, I don't know if people. I think people might vote for you because I don't know if people really listen to the intro like that either.
No, I think the intro is one. I think the intro is a great one.
Okay.
For sure. We all strong list. Are we going to do the full rundown?
Yeah, we can. My four were, Broken Clocks, Love Galore, SOS, and Go Gina.
My four were Snooze, The Weeknd, Good Days, and Normal Girl.
My four were Supermodel, Open Arms, 20 something, and Gone Girl.
Let us know whose list you're rocking with the most.
It was me. I think I won that one. I think I got to get that one. That's got to be the one I win, right?
If you might get your first dub on this
I
one.
think I gotta
I'm
get that
low key
one.
rooting for you.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
you've taken
you.
a lot of L's lately.
And I think it'd be right for it to be SZA.
Yeah.
I think that's the right one. We
You
got to do a
deserve
Brent
it.
one. We got to do a Brent 5.
Have
I
you
feel like I
guys
win that.
gone back and checked the results of that Kendrick one recently?
No, what is it?
Oh,
What is it?
you can go look. I think I got like 80% of that bitch.
That's fair.
I'm wiping,
That's fair.
but it's all good.
Yeah. I mean, niggas is wrong every day.
But anyway, if you like those picks and you like our music taste, we also have a playlist.
No, we don't.
We also have a playlist.
That's fire.
We update it every week. Each of us picks 10 songs. Miles and I throw really whatever on there. Osei kind of always picks a vibe and kind of curates, a loose feel of the playlist. But basically, it's just 30 heaters that we want to put y'all on. Some of them you might know, a lot of them you probably don't. It's called Weekly Rotation. It's streaming on all DSPs. You can get us on Spotify or Apple Music. If you want links, they're in the description of this video, or you can go to thestereovision.com where you can find all of our playlists, all of our podcasts, all of our content. But yeah, the list got updated this week. We got Wheezy on the cover of it, and I kind of want to run through it. Have you guys gotten a chance to listen to it?
Of course. They're
gonna be mad at me.
I don't think so, because I think that if you explain why you did what you did, it makes sense in the context, especially when the time it dropped. It was right after GNX dropped. I'll say did his little LA bag, even though he want to hate on LA. I wanted to talk about it because my LA pick was what I think might have been the best LA song on here with Blue Bucks Clan. I didn't do Walk Down to Pocket Watching.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy, bro. I love when you said $1,000 boots stumping like I'm upset, bro. Like that shit is just so crazy to me. The beat is insane. I think that Blue Bucks really could have went crazy, bro. And I think they still are obviously like doing their thing or whatever, but I'm like, them, Bino, if they would have had their moment when people could have been outside rather than in COVID, I feel like they really would have been talked about a lot more.
Yeah, I feel you. I love that song, but I think Osei had the best LA song of the week. Brand New Coupe, Wale the Sensei.
That's a great one. I'm happy that Wale got put on there.
I love that song.
How have we not put? Have we put? Oh no, 03 Flow was on there as well.
Yeah,
Wale's a goat, man.
But let me just start. What was give me one song. I know you already talked about Blue Bucks for a second, but give me one song that you were just like super excited to put on this week. Super excited to put the people on.
I mean, besides that song, I'd probably say there were some good ones. I will go with The Wind by Fabo, just because I've been on Fabo for a minute. One of my most played songs of last year was actually a Step to Me by him as well. So just an LA artist that I think is really, really a great R&B writer. He writes for a lot of people as well. But The Wind song is some fly shit, bro. Really smooth.
That's a heater, Osei.
I think the ATM Danny song.
Yeah.
Slow motion, bro.
Spin or not Osei. I didn't know you had your bag like that. That one is tough.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite pick of yours, actually.
Appreciate that, man.
That beat is stupid.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think mine was CFA on Sunday by Lil Draco. Lil Dre 60, however you say it.
That was a great put
Lil
on.
Dre 60. I don't know. I just found him, and I think this is his best song, and like the instrumental is super crazy, and it's just something kind of fresh and new. I haven't found something like that in a while, so I'm really loving that song right now.
Facts. That new Mike song, guys. I'm putting this out to the public. If anyone could tell me what the sample is, it would change my life. But that shit is insane.
Yeah,
that shit, just like you were talking about the mixing the other day, because the sample is so loud, it's like over his voice. He's part of like the beat, damn near. It's just beautiful song dedicated to his mother, which is really, really dope. I think that the two party songs I put on here were pretty funny too. I was in a party next door mood a little bit. One I Want with Majid Jordan though.
I know you put a lot of horny music on here. I was
not horny.
Wait, who put Fabo on? Is that the king of R&B?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
That shit was fire, huh?
It was good.
I put some R&B on
like
here.
Vibrations was kind of horny.
Whoa.
Maybe that was just my bag.
You were feeling a little horned up.
I was just on my R&B shit, bro. I did put like Softest Place on Earth. That is crazy.
Huh?
He's in New York feeling frisky, man.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
That's how I felt when I got this list. I was like, whoa, what is he doing over there?
I'll be listening to R&B.
Softest Place on Earth was crazy. It's a really good song though.
These are heaters.
Yeah.
This is nasty. I think this is just what I've built this narrative as the R&B guy. I gotta deliver.
You came back from New York like a changed dude, bro. You got designer sunglasses on. You got a little cut now.
Nah.
You moving different.
What happened in New York, bro? What happened?
What did happen?
This is fake.
What happened in New York stays in New York?
I didn't
Listen
have
to all
enough
this
motion.
fucking music.
I didn't. You're nasty.
I'm just kidding.
You're trying to spread a bad narrative.
Nah,
I want no parts of this narrative.
Miles would never.
Nah, but these are
He keeps
fake.
them at bay.
These are fake. I'm done.
Another song, MTV Cribs by Mike Sherm. I was super excited to put this on because Mike Sherm is kind of a one-trick pony. To be honest, like I don't think we all are like grasping for
haven't
new
heard
Mike
Mike
Sherman
Sherman in a
music.
minute.
But I heard this and I was like, whoa, this is like the best song he's put out in so long. I think that song's a heater.
Yeah, shout out to you for putting the Kari song on there too. My boy Atlee manages him now. I think that he could have a little moment trying to figure it out, but I like that he did the follow up to the song that got him on. I mean, Nyonte, we always gonna talk about them, and he had the whole clique on a real hip hop because that was some real hip hop.
Yep.
Him, Earl, Cousteau. Is there another? Mike's on that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great song.
I'm looking at this now like I really put a Jay-Z song on this week. That was the decision.
Success.
I didn't really think that one
Yikes.
through. Yeah.
And I put a Jay-Z song on last week. So
Yeah. I didn't really think that one through fully.
When did the news break? Like last week, before we did this, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. Good bailout.
Insecure, Brent Fayez.
Great song.
How are you feeling, Osai?
That was me.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
That's what I'm
How were
saying.
you feeling?
A little insecure.
A little bit.
I didn't know if I was gonna break 6 minutes on the mile.
You know, that was
Spoiler
in the
alert!
soundtrack.
I did.
Stupid.
Feeling better now.
Stupid. Not all shit. I'm playing with
Loser,
Jay-Z.
loser. Yeah.
Be nice.
Sorry.
But yeah, I would say, what inspired you to go full LA?
I'm here now.
Yeah, you embrace the culture a little bit.
I am the culture.
I'm what the culture's feeling.
I am what the culture's feeling.
That was just as nasty as what I did.
What, putting the fucking music on?
No, I'm saying Spencer saying I'm what the culture's feeling.
You're saying that
That's as nasty as my normal girl comment.
Was it
Never
really?
mind. I'm not talking anymore.
Nah, I felt like that. You were speaking to someone there.
Yeah, I felt like I was just making a little reference. It was relevant to the conversation.
I felt like I was interrupting a moment between you and the normal girls. To be honest, I don't know what's going on over there.
I hate this place. I hate this place. O'Shea's from LA now. I was listening to fucking music and Spencer's Insecure. That's the weekly rotation.
That's the weekly rotation for you.
And listen to that shit. What else are we talking about? Are we done here?
We're done here. Let's get out of
Man,
here.
we appreciate y'all for watching as always. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yup.
Catch y'all next one, man. Peace.